Alright, what's up guys? So here we are on Mannerheim in Lowe. Lowe. And this was a game I played a couple weeks ago. But I think it's very important to just to show the way that this game kind of turned out, because in the beginning I thought I was dead pretty quickly. But I ended up staying alive. I angled my tank very well, and I was able to get a lot of shots off over here without, you know, sacrificing my tank like some of these other heads were on my team. Now, already you could see how heavy we are on this side, and them as well, right? We have like 8 or 9 tanks on their side, on this south side of the map, and I've already almost overextended myself, given the fact that I'm already ahead, of all my guys here. So this is a move that I thought was going to get me dead pretty quickly, being that there's an object 703 right over here who pokes on me multiple times. But thankfully I actually had some competent teammates behind me, as you can see, all the guys behind me, that were able to, get him to at least go hold down, right, and not be exposing his tank just to get shots on me. So here I am, using the power of the Lowe to keep myself angling. I've bounced shots in this thing from tier 10s just from angling properly. So anyone who says the armor is not good enough isn't playing a tank right. I mean, we're able to completely out-angle these guys. I'm taking shots from about 4 different tanks. Meanwhile, all my teammates are back here exposing themselves, which, isn't good, right? This Oni's about to die already, and I don't want that, guys. I need my teammates to survive if I'm going to do well here. And again, that's why I want to, emphasize on this replay to just play as if you're almost playing in real life. Protect your tank. There's no reason to just go out and expose your tank to enemy fire, right? So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here, and we can see that this Hellcat, this super Hellcat, poking on me a lot, right? I was finally able to get a shot in there, and now what's gonna happen here, guys, is I'm seeing that this King Tiger and Tiger have one over here, and I know there was also like another medium or two, right, coming up this north side of the map. I know that these arties are going to die, and this SU is going to be alone, and this setter's probably going to go out and get himself killed. I don't remember what he does, but regardless, we're, being that this is not like a capture mode or whatever, they can cap our base pretty easily if I do not come back up and at least poke shots on them. So I'm smart enough to do that, but I think only one other heavy does that. Instead, my heavies are going to push into their couple of TDs here and just get absolutely annihilated. And that's where this game gets, starts to get close, right? Because all our heavies just go out and die. And you'll see that that's going to happen. And that's why I'm always careful about going that way, because you don't want to just get picked off by the TDs, right? And as you can see already, I fast forward maybe a minute or so, and they're all dead already, right? So now we have an 11-7 situation, which you would think is greatly not in my favor. And, thankfully this 7032 came out too, and the setter is actually being somewhat smart. And the SU is being helpful because he's keeping himself alive while also spotting. Right? He's kind of like sort of passive spotting these people, but also like proximity spotting, right? He's so close to them, and we're able to clean up that King Tiger there. So this is honestly the best spot, in my opinion, to play this, because we could have tanks, we could still have their heavy, or one of their TDs come around this way, or they could come and press us around this way. I don't think it's very smart of them to come right through the middle, because we have fire on them, but they would be able to spot us. So it's very important to stay behind this ridge, and for the SU I think to stay behind this ridge as well, because you never know which way they're going to come from, right? We have an 11-9 situation here, in which 2 of them are arties, but that's still 4 tanks that are unaccounted for. And these tanks are very mobile, right? So we have a feeling that the KV-3 will probably poke through here if he's going to come this way. But we don't know what these guys are going to do, right? These are very mobile tanks. They can do whatever they want. And in a situation like this, I want to keep myself here because on this ridge line, this ridge line right here, I have an advantage, right? I can stay hold down and I'm nearly untouchable. Unless someone blasts HE at me, right? So we'll kind of see how this plays out. And again, we have the KV-3 come this way. Good shot there by the 7032, but then he gets pressed by the RHM. Okay, and the RHM is just gonna kill him. But he also exposed himself to my fire and that 703's fire. What the setter did there was really stupid. I'm not sure why maybe he thought the RHM was still gonna be on reload, but he sacrifices his tank there. And now he put me in a really bad situation because now it's just me and the SU against 2 RDs and 3 tanks, right? And this is very a very uncomfortable situation, guys, because you know I still have a decent pool of health here, but I can be taken from both sides at this point. And if someone pops up behind me, right, I'm dead now. But I have to put myself, you know, I thought it was a good idea to put myself on this side of the cliff edge, right? Because now I'm hold down in case this RHM comes around the corner and he'll bounce on me. So I'm putting myself again in a spot where I can get, you know, a first shot advantage and be able to get myself out of harm's way. Now I know I'm spotted right there. I had assumed it was the RHM that was spotting me from back here or something. I think it was actually the RD that spotted me, right? So what do we do in this situation, right? We know that one of their enemy RDs is now sitting here in the ditch. I'm trying to put this tank in front of myself just in case he has he can back up far enough to have a shot on me, right? And then we see the RHM come around the corner. In this situation, guys, like I said, anything can happen here. You know, they can come from the front, they can come from the back. We don't know. Right, this is why this is a very uncomfortable situation. My hands are shaking. I don't know where they're going to come from, guys. You know, I'm anticipating everything. In this situation where the RHM is a one-shot, and I may or may not be a one-shot, because I think his DPM is like 500 something. Okay. But in this situation now, I have to take a chance here. I have to take a chance and kill this RHM because we're down 13 to 11. I mean, yes, it's a medium and a TD versus a TD and a heavy, but they have 2 RDs, right? And this SU at this point is also a one-shot. You know, at his health, he can be hit by RD and die. We have to get their numbers down at this point, so we take this risk, kill the RHM, and he gets a shot on me. Now I'm a definite one-shot, right? Very, very, very luckily, this SU is able to clean up both their RDs because their other RD ended up being over here, which I think is really stupid on their part, right? Very, very stupid decision. But in any case, he's able to kill them. Now we have the T-20 poking over here, and again, like I said, they can come from either side. So what's important is for me to stay hold down now. I'm a one-shot, and I don't think this guy has the HE caliber to even do any damage on me with HE shells. But in any regard, I'm going to stay here and stay hold down. Because I need to protect myself. I need to stay alive, guys. If I die, this SU is going to be in trouble, especially because he's a solid turret tank. And he's going to have trouble against a T-20. So I'm able to, you know, stay hold down here while the SU actually sneaks around to go get him. My concern here was the SU was going to get himself killed, and then I was going to be alone. The problem is, I don't want to expose myself, you know, and try to press him from the other side, because if he pokes on me, now he has a shot at my lower plate, right? And that's the game for me. And then the SU is left alone. So in this situation, it's a 2v1, but he's got more health. He's got the same health pretty much as both of us combined, and we have to be really careful. I have to be really careful. So I stay hold down. I stay hold down, keep him busy. Right, bounce that shot. I don't know how. Right, probably hit the very corner of his tank. But in any case, this SU is able to go around from the back, surprise him. He was not expecting it at all, and one-shot him, you know, right in the butt, guys, for 700 plus damage, and we win this game. Remember that it was 7-11 at one point. It was 7-11. Know your weaknesses. They come one at a time. We were able to clean them up, and incredible win, guys. You know, I was shaking during this game, because it gets like that when it gets to a situation like this where you know you might be able to pull the game, pull a win out of this game, or even a draw, and it just gets really exciting. So anyway, know your armor, know how to be hold down. If you're in a hold down tank, a lot of heavies can be hold down, and position yourself accordingly. Right, great example of that, and I love this tank. The armor on this tank is fantastic. There you have it, guys. 3,400 damage, 800 assist damage, and great game in the Lowe. Fantastic game.